It's a little kid computer game, too.
Is it about aliens? No.
No, it's called Among Us. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, that's all trending now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing stuff about, the biologicals and...
Yeah.
Who was the interview that Tucker Carlson did with those kids? You said you recognized... There's like... It's like in a warehouse setting in the podcast where he's talking about that same...
Oh, yeah.
The same Department of Defense's guy who's being, like, deposed had to go behind closed doors. They couldn't, like, tell everything about the Black Ops.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of those guys that were talking to him. Or the DOD guy.
But it was like the day after Yeah, I saw the Tucker Carlson interview. It was like the day after we did this. Which is interesting. Any other trending now or headline moments? We got 2024 coming in. Oh, there was some underground explosions in Manhattan that were going on. Did you hear about this?
I just saw a quick video on X again that just said that there was just noises. So the public is just reporting that there's explosions and there's almost like a fight of some kind, like a battle going on underground.
Well, I did see another post about underground battle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the way it was reported, to me it seemed, I just imagined all these manhole covers in New York City. And like smoke and little tiny mushroom clouds coming up from these manhole covers. And then so it could be a few things. Like someone just got carried away with their 2024 fireworks celebration.
Could be. And
just did like a huge bam, like let's start this year off right.
Pipe bomb?
Yeah, so it could be something like that. It could be like all the abandoned like train tunnels or light rail. I forget if they do heavy rail there. I think they do. Normal size rail. All the abandoned rail stations are like filled with like different groups of people, kind of like gangs in New York down there, and then they all like get in a fight. Yeah, it could be that. Or it could be like...
It could be AI down there and aliens that are fighting each other, and the humans are like, hey, we want to fight. We were going to take you out. Like,
yeah. Wait, aliens in the New York subway station? Underneath the ground?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they come from inner Earth, not from outer space.
Oh, whoa. Think about that. Do you see my brain explode right there? Yeah. Maybe they come from inner Earth. Wow. I gotta take a second. Did you just make that up, or did you hear that somewhere?
I've heard that idea.
Oh, interesting.
Just kind of chew on that idea for a sec.
Yeah. Or maybe, yeah. So you saw something about an underground war. Elon Musk, he was...
Just explosions. Like, I just heard, and whether...
Underground explosions, not war.
Yeah, so that anybody's mind can kind of go in circles, like, okay, why is there an explosion? Like, is it a controlled explosion? Is it for underground tunnels for, like, a whole nother civilization? Like, a whole nother city that's going on underneath the city? Or is it that there was a civilization, there was a whole nother city under there, and now that city has been being collapsed with explosions? Like, I don't know.
Like a cover-up, like, hey, we're done with this city underground here.
All the subterranean life forms are now not living.
The Epstein list is coming out. Let's get rid of all the evidence down here.
Jeez, like, if you connect it all,
we could,
yeah.
Queen of Denmark's onto us, guys. Shut it down. Yeah.
It's the fence. Scatter.
Yeah. You're nothing but a con man.
In red suits.
I'm not about to hit you, Santa Claus, buddy. Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna deck your halls, bub. Yeah. Well, this kind of brings us into our next segment of our video podcast, which would be WTF, mate? What were you thinking? You want to do a what were you thinking moment? I have a what were you thinking moment.
Yeah, which one do you want to start with?
I liked the WTF, mate. Is Mossad and America connected through like Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell?
Maybe. So the short answer is maybe. There's a lot of speculation that I've read is with this court filing, all of those John and Jane Does that are on there are all people who have been blackmailed to perform for some entity. And if that entity is the combination of the CIA and Mossad, that would be the United States government and the Israeli government.
That's not a stretch.
It's not a stretch, yeah. So the whole Jane and John Doe thing is all of those people performed terrible acts on video, and then those videos are held by Mossad and CIA to control those people into doing whatever they want them to do. So if all that turns out to be true, and that's just a speculation on Twitter.
Yeah, WTF.
But very well could, yeah. And then you just think that's a pretty elaborate scheme.
Yeah,
and just like a spy movie, just like a Jason Bourne movie, like there's always very intricate details and motivations and
for what you said to happen, you have to have the relationships in place. Mm-hmm. People who know people, and so I've seen the connections to like the Secretary of State to Mossad through like their mutual lawyer. Mm. And then the head of Mossad's daughter was Ghislaine, who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein a lot.
Yep.
So that's the.
So that brings the UK into the equation. So Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine's dad, was a British citizen, and Ghislaine Maxwell was a British citizen, but then she was pretty well documented friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Like they were. Mm-hmm. They did business together. They did all kinds of things. So then you say, was Ghislaine Maxwell the real bad person, and Jeffrey Epstein was just like some horny guy, like, and then did all the other things? Like, was there? I
tend to think that.
Was there a grander scheme? Yeah.
And Ghislaine could have been her.
And then
so the names that could come out might not be just the United States, right? It's the whole.
Yeah,
it's like the Queen of England.
Yep.
Type shit.
Prince Andrew. So it's been speculated that Prince Andrew is going to be on that list.
So that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's my WTF, mate. What about you?
Yeah, so we went to a show for New Year's Eve. Well, it's the day before New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And it was an EDM show.
It was an awesome show.
It was an awesome show.
You know, we went to South Lake. Shout out to the
Tahoe Blue Event Center.
Yeah, Tahoe Blue Events.
Yeah, they're going to host.
They did a great job. Yeah. They hosted about 9 DJs or 8 DJs like the night before. They did it all New Year's weekend.
Yeah.
And we saw night 1. Mm-hmm. And the lights were off the hook. There was like fire.
Yeah, fire breathing.
The music was loud. We were close to the front, so you could feel the vibrations of the bass.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was like my whole body was like ringing.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It was super fun.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah. And we like tons of people dressed up.
All the costumes are super fun.
Yeah. A lot of leather and fuzzies and everything, nets.
So the
yeah.
So the stuffed animal people.
Oh yeah,
that was
that's the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, that maybe.
I put this concert as my best deal of the week.
That was a great deal.
Yeah. So It was a great deal. And I like at these EDM shows that you can plur.
Yeah.
So you wear the bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
I never got plurred.
I got one plur.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the peace, love, unity, and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the plur that I always give is the same one. It's just smiles and high fives. Just, you know, spreading happiness and joy with smiles and high fives.
So you share bracelets with people dancing next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Do
you want to show the audience how to do it?
You go
You
peace,
do peace, love, unity,
and then you
pull a bracelet off.
And give it to the other person.
Pull it to the other person, yeah.
And these bracelets are like the little Hobby Lobby beads. Like it's a funny little thing you do, right? But it's not like, it's cool because you connect with people.
Yeah.
And people are all on like this higher plane usually at these things, so it's like a connection thing.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's always good vibes.
Yeah.
And then there was this one group that was dancing by us, and then we plurred, and I gave her the smiles and high fives, and then she gave me one that said, "Raving saved me."